Hey, we played a game. Here we are in Lava Reef Zone. If you watch the supplemental video, then you'll know all about how we got through that last area without cheats, thanks to our resident Sonic expert, Alex.
You know, I'm something of a Sonic scientist myself.
And I'm Sean, and I'll be playing Lava Reef Zone, at least until I die.
Yeah, until he dies 3 times, at which point I will take over.
Just had to smash all those spikes.
Sean will lose 3 lives, and then he will go up to his rooftop, whereupon he will light the beacon, which is Sonic giving a peace sign into the night sky, which lets me know that it's my turn to go all out just this once.
And also to summon the Riders of Rohan.
That is, yes, the beacons are lit.
Ow.
You know what else is lit?
Old Granddad?
Yep.
I don't know, can we talk about alcohol?
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't know if that was a YouTube thing.
No, as far as I'm aware, there are no restrictions on talking about alcohol. I mean, maybe it might restrict it if you're making content for children.
Oh, maybe.
But I don't think...
Might hurt our potential sponsors, but, you know, who fucking cares?
I mean, if someone hates alcohol so much that they don't want to hear you talk about it at all, it doesn't sound like someone wants to sponsor us anyway.
Yeah, good point. Also, drink responsibly.
Oh, always, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, we might joke.
I'm just throwing it out there as a
and
disclaimer so nobody thinks that we're, like, advocating for, you know, binge drinking or anything.
Yeah, we might jest and jape about it, but always be responsible.
Now that that's out of the way, hey Alex, tell me more about that alcohol recommendation that I made.
Every day, binge drink constantly, at work, at school, everywhere. Drink, drink, drink.
ABD, always be drinking. Oh shit!
This brought to you by Big Alcohol.
Oh man,
no,
if we can get
I'm drinking. Whoa! Nice find. Get that big ring, boyo. There's a spring in the middle. I lied.
It's supposed to bounce off that thing.
No! Yeah, kill yourself.
Just kill myself out of shame.
I didn't get the big ring. Where's the nearest bridge?
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt.
Yes, I'm enjoying some whiskey right now. Old Granddad was recommended to me by Sean, and it's really tasty. I like it.
And it's budget friendly. Like,
yeah,
way
really.
More than I expected it to be.
Yeah. I am surprised. I even bought the bonded one, and like that was still, I don't know, like $26.
Yeah. Parts. Come on. There we go.
Anyway, whiskey's great.
Yeah. Oh, so I wanted to...
Whoa, that's sneaky fucking wall spring there.
Yeah, right? Saved my life, though.
I think it made it worse, actually. Yeah. I think you need Tails or Knuckles.
Oh, fuck that.
Guys, remember when I was like, it's always great to have Tails with you, and Sean just hit start with Sonic without thinking? I would recommend either Sonic or Sonic and Tails. Having Tails there can be nice. You remember? Episode 1? I remember.
We don't need Tails. Or Knuckles.
Tails is for Choomperino's.
We're the Blue Menace.
You're gonna say the Blue Men Group.
We're the Blue Man Group. It could be. Oh, shit.
Transformers. We make cool noises.
They really do, though.
Yeah, everyone but Starscream. Fuck that guy. Movie Starscream.
I'll be honest, I don't remember anything about... Oh, he was the Jet, right?
Yeah, he's the Jet.
Oh, Megatron, I promise I'll do anything you want and I'm not annoying at all.
Man, Starscream is such a simp.
Dude, he simps so hard for Megatron.
It's like not even funny.
Anything, like anything, like anything.
Like eat those robot nuts.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm being crass now.
Yeah.
Ha!
Robot testicles.
Robo balls.
Roballs.
Oh,
sequel to Roblox.
Robo. But everything is spherical.
Suck my
Oh, why is
roballs.
It sinks. Okay.
Yeah, but you can pull it out with that sweet mechanic. My head explodes. It's fine.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Ah,
I'm sorry.
you-
So anyone who watched our supplemental episode 5,
Which is everyone.
etc., which better be everyone, or go back and watch it right now. We'll wait. Sean was about to tell us a story because I had just told a story about my public speaking class that I took in college.
That was Sonic waiting for them to go back and watch the supplemental part.
Ah, yes.
Perfect. So yeah, Alex decided to regale us of a story of him taking a public speaking class. It sounded like a truly horrifying experience that ended up going nowhere, essentially.
Yeah.
Because of the way things shook out.
Like
But it reminded me of...
experience, baby.
Yeah. But it reminded me of my own public speaking course, which is not... I don't think it's going to be a funny story, so I apologize in advance. But, the...
Is that a wall? Can you...
Oh, shit.
Oh, what the fuck? Whoa, whoa! Okay. Anyway, don't panic. Keep going with the story. Oh my god!
I didn't...
No! No! Turn around! No! What the fuck
What?
happened?
Did you not know about that?
I don't think I've ever lingered that long in the area you were in.
Oh.
But you have to. But you have to let it linger. By the cranberries. Oh, sorry.
No, it's alright. So, my own public speaking course was less about focusing on how to speak, like it sounds like yours was, but more so about, I guess, being able to present two sides of an opinion. So,
okay.
the class was, and I think this was actually an interesting exercise. One of the last projects that I had to work on was essentially pick a divisive topic and write both sides of the argument.
Okay,
so
I
ended up going with stem cells.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean it's a topic. I'm for stem cell research, but I could also understand some arguments as to why. And so during my presentation, actually, when I was tasked with making that speech, I couldn't really understand arguments against it outside of the context of, like, religion.
Right. Oh, yeah, and we don't mean to bash people's religious beliefs.
Yeah, that's for a different video.
Yeah,
So...
that's the episode 6 supplemental.
Yeah.
No,
so I had to
carry
give the speech about why stem cell research is bad, and I was like, I basically started off my speech with something like, now I could go on this tirade, take the easy way out, and just say, oh, it's bad because some people's religions don't agree with it, and this and that. And I was like, but I'm going to focus on something that I actually think could be an issue in this situation, and that is overpopulation.
Oh, interesting.
So my counter to stem cell research was essentially why we shouldn't overpopulate the Earth.
That's an interesting argument to make.
Oh,
like
look at this.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is. I failed this one earlier. You're doing great.
Oh, in
you
the
have to turn
supplemental?
left. Yeah, in the supplemental.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, I think I did something similar. See, I really like that though. I feel like that's exactly what you need out of a college class is, because there's a lot of kids that, I mean, honestly, me included, that went through their life with certain beliefs that were just held unquestioned.
Yeah.
And college is all about understanding multiple sides to issues and expanding your horizons, opening your mind, and that sounds like a really great, creative way to do that. And it really educates you on a topic because if you're going to talk about it, you need to know what you're talking about.
Right.
That's cool.
No, it was. I think it was a good exercise. I didn't like the teacher, but I think that speech course, speech exercise was a good experience overall.
We'll just throw in a wipe.
Yeah. Actually, Sonic turns out to be a pretty good game to do cuts from because, like, the music stops.
Oh, yeah.
It gives it a really good stitch point.
Agreed. I have surprisingly, not unsurprisingly, had little difficulty trying to do that.
You mean Eddie?
Eddie, yeah. Well, working with Eddie.
All right, yeah.
Well, there were a couple of things Eddie didn't know that I had to help him with, but overall, Eddie knows more than me. But I wanted to say, so I mentioned in the supplemental about my cast class. There was this ongoing joke, and I say joke in parentheses. And like the more I look back and think about it, I like get more concerned. But
that it wasn't a joke. What do you mean?
I don't know. So this is weird, but so there was this ongoing joke amongst me and I made 4.
Aw, that was cheap. Sorry, go
That was
ahead.
pretty cheap. I made 4 friends in that class. One of which became a really tight, important friend to me. That we're still really good friends with to this day. But we would hang out and do group projects together after a while during the summer class. And it became an ongoing joke that the teacher's husband beat her. And I say joke in parentheses, or in that tone, because
You're not sure that he didn't?
Yeah, like there were a couple days where like she would wear like short-sleeved shirts, and like we would see like marks and bruises on her arms, and we just kind of made up the whole she gets beat thing. But the more we saw them throughout the year, we were like, does she?
Do we need to call somebody?
And we did, yeah. And I was like, at the same time, I was like, well, like, I don't know what to do about that. I'm a wee baby. I'm just 18. And I didn't really know what to do about it, and I didn't really. Oh my god!
I could have just done that.
I didn't know you could do that. But I'm
right,
sure
so you were telling us
she was fine and it was silly, but like that became an ongoing joke. It was like because she would wear long sleeve stuff like almost every day.
Yeah.
And like when like the few times we saw short sleeves, like we saw some bruises on her arms, and we were like, what? But like, yeah, I don't know. I was pretty naive at the start of my college career, not gonna lie.
Maybe she's just into kinky like rope play or something.
That's what I always secretly hoped. Whenever I leave cast class, I was like, oh yeah, she's into the kinky shit.
I mean, I suppose it's nicer to believe that rather than to tell yourself that you just sat back while you watched someone get abused.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
don't mean to paint it in such a negative light.
I mean, yeah, it's like, what am I going to do now? Like, I wouldn't even know how to contact her now, and it would probably be a bad idea, but yeah, it was just something that I remembered. I feel like part of it is probably also like the bystander effect, where I thought like, like, okay, we're joking about this, but we can't be the only person who noticed. Like, I'm sure if there was an issue of abuse in this woman's life, that someone else would have said something.
Okay.
And we kind of took that as that. But anyway, I don't know what was going on. It could have been good, could have been bad, could have been into bondage, could have been into beating. I don't know. But anyway, fun story, eh? Yeah.
Well, to keep it light, I'm hoping it's the bondage part. Oh, you.
Why are you this way?
Well, hey, doesn't that give me another shot at the big ring?
Sure doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Only if I die?
Now it's you have to restart the entire act.
Parts.
Yeah, it'll be, if you go back, it'll be like a wireframe ring that you can't grab.
Lame.
Yeah. Well,
More like Sonic the Lame
so that there are
Hog.
some consequences.
Oh.
Sonic the Lame Hog. Hello, Lame. I'm cool. Shut your fucking mouth.
Lame-o the Sonic Hog. I don't know. I'm out of clever names.
We're
for
like
Sonic.
Sean, the anti-stem cell freak.
Well, I did have to give a speech on that, but
I
let's not pretend like that's part of my personality.
You said.
I remember I used the word panacea. That was fun.
Panacea?
Is that how you say it?
I think.
I just thought it was panacea.
I'm gonna Google it real quick.
I've never heard it actually said, so maybe you're right. I've only ever used it in a speech, and perhaps incorrectly.
Nope. Okay, I just looked it up. You're right, Sean. My bad.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, panacea.
Looks like the Sonic boy can be wrong about something.
As long as it's not Sonic related. That's fine. Yeah. Fun fact. So I mentioned earlier in that speech class the guy I met that. Well, I didn't say it was guy, but now I'm saying it. That became a friend of mine that I'm still really close with. Fun fact. We began to bond over the fact that we wore. Well, he caught me wearing an AC/DC t-shirt, which he commented on in class, and then I wore, at the time I owned kind of like a classic Dr. Pepper Old Navy t-shirt that was super in at the time, okay? And and he had a Pepsi t-shirt, and at that time I had already discovered that Dr. Pepper was a Pepsi product. So I was like, "Oh, Mr. Pepsi," and he was like, "Mr. Dr. Pepper," and I was like, "Please, just Dr. Pepper," and then we became friends.
Please, just Dr. Pepper.
Please, it's just Dr. Pepper.
Oh, because he said, okay.
Yeah, I'm so funny, and then yeah, it was great.
It sounds great.
The other people in my group were pretty great too. We had a lot of fun in that class. We recorded a funny video that was like our final class project for that class, where I think the prompt was that we had to come up with some ridiculous like fictional product, or maybe it could have been real and we just chose to go the fictional route. But you had to come up with like an advertisement for it, and you could be as ridiculous as possible. But we had to show the videos in class. That didn't end up getting showed in class, and I think ours was the best out of the lot. Like completely unbiased, I think ours was like you could tell our group had the most fun with it and put a lot of work and love into it.
Yeah.
But our product was the time warp, we called it. But it was
time warp?
The time warp, but it was just a calculator that we renamed the time warp. So like you would hold it out in front of you, like Power Rangers morphing style.
Okay, yeah.
And go time warp, and then it would activate. So we came up with all these ridiculous prompts for how it would work to kind of sell it. So it's like, a voice would be like, tired of always being second best? And it was my buddy, like, beating the shit out of me on the ground. Going like, Mom loves me the best! And I'd be like, oh no! And I'd be like, time warp! And then my brother, my in-universe brother would disappear. Making me my mother's favorite. Because I went back in time and got rid of my brother.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the second thing you do after Hitler.
But it would, like... I don't know why, but it would happen unbeknownst to me in the advertisement. So, like, he would just disappear, and then I was staying there, I was like, bro? Bro? Like, looking around in a field where he just was, and now he's gone.
Wait, so your brother would disappear at your hand, essentially.
Right. I could use the time warp so that I would never be second best. In our mother's eyes. And then
I see.
there were so many. It was like, God, there was one where I was getting seduced by a teacher for extra credit. I don't remember what that had to do with the video, but it was in there. There was another one where I used the time warp to reverse time to stop a bully from beating me up.
Oh.
And we had a female bully, which I thought was good for reversing gender tropes at the time. Oh shit, it was great. It was there was this bit about being there when the astronauts land on the moon, and it was we like made a fake moon and put my AC/DC like Bon Scott and Angus Young action figures on it as if they were Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. It was amazing. It was so stupid. I loved it so much. And we put a bunch of bloopers at the end of the video, which I'll never forget. One where like Tommy was the one guy in the group, and he just holds it out and goes, "I'd like to sell you the calculator." like he just forgot what it was called and was like, "Well, what is this thing?" It's a calculator. It was great.
So, all right. So, I want to ask you something about that, and I also have my own college video story to tell.
Ooh.
But if you want to continue on about anything else, feel free.
Did you make it to a new zone?
This is Lava Reef
Act
Zone
2.
2.
Ah, okay, perfect.
Okay, so what I wanted to ask you is, how much does that story how much did that contribute to you being interested in starting Sellouts with me?
Oh, like beginning my dream of marketing something?
Yeah.
Wow. Well...
Because it sounds like that project is almost exactly what our game is.
Well, Sean, I gotta say, I never really put two and two together that could be relevant.
All right, fair enough.
All right, well, I mean, okay, so, our ADHD brains, a lot of things in our mind are, like, out of sight, out of mind, so, like, I haven't thought about that in a while.
Okay.
So I haven't really thought about that until now, but I think you're right. I mean, I will say, like, that class and, a couple others that I took in college did wonders for my confidence as far as, like, even if I don't believe in a product, like, it made me a little more confident about doing it anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that could have been, honestly, that's probably part of my, confidence that I had in approaching you and making that a reality. I suppose so.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that we've even talked about Sellouts at all since we started doing recordings for Let's Play We Played a Game.
I think so.
But that's fine. Let's do links in the description or something. I don't know. We should cross-promote at least a little bit, right?
Yeah, a little, but I didn't want to make it a big thing. Like, I want this to be its own standalone thing, but yeah.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, anyone who cares, Sean and I made a tabletop party card game called Sellouts that you can buy online on Amazon or at our website bad-kerning.com. Check it out if you like games like Snake Oil, Cards Against Humanity, Apples to Apples, Fun Employed, any game like that.
What was the other one? Super Fight. Super Fight is all.
Yes.
It's also been compared to a little bit.
That's right. That's right. I actually see on Amazon a lot that it's like games that people who bought your game also bought, and I see Super Fight a lot.
Oh, interesting.
So that's kind of cool. Yeah. Quick pause.
Balls.
My screen froze again.
Okay.
God fucking damn it! Why are you like this? I sent your request. Alright, I'm back. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. I'm gonna cut that whole bit about being sorry. Alright.
So, you telling that story about your video that you had to make made me think of a video that I made in college for... God, what was that class for? I think it was like IST 101 or something, or 110 maybe. It was a very early IST class that I had to take late because when I started at Penn State, I wasn't actually going for IST.
Fun fact, you don't have any rings right now.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm trying to be super careful right now. It's probably not going to work. Nope.
All good.
So
what was the project? Because depending on what it was, I might have remembered that same thing happening to me.
well, I didn't go to the same campus as you for more than a semester. So maybe the curriculum was the same, but it was...
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
What was even the point of the video? I don't remember at this point. Oh.
Yeah, you kind of got the gist of it there. You have to let go like while you're halfway up the rungs.
Ah, farts. Okay.
Yeah, this one could be a little brutal.
So we had to make a video like about technology or something. And I don't remember exactly what our video was about, but we were...
Don't get crushed up here.
Oh, I think it was about getting distracted by your cell phone while driving. I think we were doing a video like pretending to sell cell phones or something like that. And
okay.
there was a bit in the video where we wanted to portray distracted driving. And in order to do that, I had the idea to get hit by a car, like fake get hit by a car.
Yeah.
And the idea for filming it was the one other guy on the project. Sorry, another guy on the project. There's a bunch of people on the team. He would drive towards me, at a relatively slow speed. And then when he got close to me, I would like put my hands on the hood and then fall onto the ground. Make it look like I got hit by the car.
Right, a dramatization.
Yeah. So we did a couple shots of this. I know I only have zero. I have zero.
Yeah, I'm really
right
upset
now.
with you right now. Okay, there we go.
So we did a couple run-throughs, and he would always stop too early. And I was like, for the third or fourth time, I was like, no, you're slowing down too early. Just come at me. I will stop myself.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah. And so the last take, he brought it, and I ended up on the ground winded.
Oh, God.
So I literally got hit by a car, and it was my idea for a college video.
Not many people can say that.
No.
It was my idea. He's like, I'm gonna fucking hit you with my car.
Like, he really didn't want to, and I get it, for the purposes of safety. And we did this all on the campus.
Props to the guy for
parking lot.
for trying to be as safe as possible.
Right.
I don't want to throw shade at that guy for trying to be safe. That's funny. I'm glad you're okay.
Well, maybe I'm not.
Well, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad you're like you're still a relatively functioning adult. You know.
Well,
Well, I'm glad you can do this with me. Does that do anything for you?
well. So let's say before that, I had wanted to be a computer scientist or go for engineering science or computer engineering, and then I ended up dropping down to IST, which is not a bad thing.
Sean, it's that guy.
We can use the thumbnail?
It's time. It's time for
He's
the
gonna
thumbnail,
ride around on
Sean.
his beetle?
There's the guy.
Oh man.
Kick his ass. Yeah.
I don't know how.
The fucking kid's going, yeah. Kick his ass. Yeah.
Oh, it's like a motorcycle.
Yeah, he's like the one wheel, like a unicycle motorcycle.
I see. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. You have to hit him, not the motorcycle. So you need to time it against his swinging ball and chain.
He's got his wife?
Yeah.
you get it?
You have to hit his wife.
Hey, I hit him.
Good job. Do that like 5 more times then. Yay! Jesus
You
Christ.
bitch.
What an asshole. Oh, so you talking about that did remind me. I had to make a video in high school, I think it was. I think it was for my health class. It was either that, I feel like it was that, or I was in a peer mediation club, but I think it was health class makes more sense. But I had to get a bunch of my friends and make an anti-impaired driving video. So we ended up getting in my parents' Ford Excursion, which I don't make anymore because it's that bad of a gas-guzzling car. And
Good stuff.
pretend like... I will say, me and my friends, we did not drink in high school. We did not really drink until we were in college, so this was new to us at the time. And we were just in the car being like, "Wow, yeah, we're having a good time, man!" Like hamming it on as like the most stereotypical drunk shit you could imagine. And talking about like passing around a blunt. We didn't even have drugs at that point, to be honest. We were pretty straight edged. Not on purpose. We just didn't really. I don't know, it just didn't happen to us, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like, it just didn't really, it wasn't our scene at the time.
You never got the drug dealer coming up to you and saying, "Hey kid, you want a joint?"
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna come back to that.
Where were those people?
But yeah, we did the video, and it was us just hanging out in the car, and then eventually, my friend Jeremy would just go, "Oh no, watch out!" And then we'd make the video, like, cut to black, and be like, "They all died." They all fucking died because they had a beer.
Oh no. Not a beer.
Yeah. But honestly, dude, so I do want to talk about how hilarious it was that the D.A.R.E program backfired so fucking hard. I don't know if this was a thing anywhere else other than the United States, but we had the D.A.R.E program, which was it was like drug
and alcohol resistance education.
That's right. And we would have like officers come into our health classes and shit to tell us about the dangers of drugs and stuff, to like educate us so that, you know, if someone approached us on the street, we would know to, quote, you know, say no to drugs. But really all it did was actually increase everyone's interest in drugs. I specifically remember one day getting passed around a pamphlet. There was like one for everybody in class. And it would tell you some of the, not symptoms, but the effects. The effects of taking different drugs. There were like 6 or 7 different examples. Sean, great job, by the way.
Thank you.
I hate, that guy's really annoying just because he keeps driving off screen. So
yeah, he's
great
pretty
job.
bad.
Oh, I like the giant fucking death egg in the back. That's ominous AF. But yeah, so they were passing around these pamphlets. I remember seeing, it was probably like LSD or something. It was like, smell colors. Hear, was it here? It was like here, or no, it was like hear colors. smell sounds. And I was like, that sounds fucking awesome.
Like, yeah.
Like, I want to do that. What does that mean? Like, it did the complete opposite effect as what they wanted it to do. And side note, they said people are going to come up on the street and offer free drugs.
Yeah.
Never happened to me. Drugs are expensive as fuck. They don't do that.
No, nobody does.
I think John Mulaney had a bit about that too in one of his comedy specials, but it's like, oh, I think that should have been your kill.
Oh, because I hit that guy?
Yeah. Dude, Metallic Madness, we're getting, you're doing great, man.
Thank you. Couldn't have done it without you. Probably wouldn't have done it without you. But yeah, no, I think what's interesting about the D.A.R.E program is they spend so much time telling you, like, oh, all drugs are bad, marijuana is just as bad as cocaine. And then any kid that's, forced to go through that shit, like, even if you weren't interested in drugs, when they're telling you shit like that, and then, if you ever do happen to try marijuana, and you're like, oh, none of that bad shit that they said was going to happen actually happened. What about all the other shit that they were talking about? Like, I feel like the lie, that was bullshit. The lie of D.A.R.E just contributes to people being more interested. Oh.
God fucking damn it.
But the lie of D.A.R.E just contributes to people being like, oh, you lied to me about weed. How bad could all those other drugs be?
Sorry, I just Googled. To quick recap what I missed, you're on the 11th out of 13 zone. You're doing great, babe. I love you. And then, yeah, I was going to say, yeah, exactly what you said. Like, it creates a fundamental disbelief in everything that they taught you.
Yeah. And a distrust of authority, which I think is healthy. But as far as that goes...
Here at We Played a Game, we have a healthy distrust of authority.
Right. Smash the system. Anyway, next time we play a game...
And that subscribe
Smash the
button,
system
yo!
And the subscribe button. Oh my god!
Yo, stick it to the cops. Hit our subscribe button.
But seriously, do subscribe. And also...
Yeah, it's cool. It lets us know that you appreciate what we do, and it makes us, look forward to seeing you guys at the next video that we release.
And making more content. Woo!
Yeah, Sean and I are having a really good time putting out content, and we hope that you guys are enjoying it as well.
Speaking of D.A.R.E, I need a drink. So next time we play a game.
Yes, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.